secret combinations, lusting for power, gain, and glory are flourishing. A secret combination that seeks to overthrow the freedom of all lands, nations, and countries is increasing its evil influence and control over America and the entire world. In the Book of Mormon, we find a pattern for preparing for the second coming. A major portion of the book centers on the few decades just prior to Christ's coming to America. I have faith that the Constitution will be saved as prophesied by Joseph Smith. But it will not be saved in Washington.
Travis Wayne Goodsell. Here we go again. Oaks got leaked. Nobody was supposed to know about this. It was exclusive to the brand new mission presidents, March 14th, 2020. Las Vegas, Nevada. This is not the end of the world, but merely a test. A trial run for the second coming. In 2025, before Easter, President Dallin Harris Oaks sent 5 death threats to Mormons. The resurrection is literal, and it cannot be performed until you're dead. And so Oaks gave the conference talk. Jesus is coming to burn the wicked and resurrect the righteous. A mass extermination event of mankind. One of the death threats, he quoted from John chapter 10, verse 10. But he left out the first part of the scripture. And likewise took it out of context from verse 1. Verse 1, it talks about those who have no authority have to sneak in to the sheep pen, whatever. Probably should be looking this up. He does not have the key to enter in. I understand from Idaho Chick that she's a sheep whisperer. Talking to sheep. Talking to sheep. Probably make a movie of it with Robert Redford. They can do AI now. It doesn't matter if he's alive or dead. He was in Horse Whisperer. Idaho Chick can be the woman. We'll give her a daughter for the show. So yeah, sheep know the voice of the shepherd. So they listen to the shepherd. But what we are witnessing is that sheep who are kidnapped as little babies grow up with false prophets, believe that the false prophet is the shepherd, and will only listen to the shepherd's voice, who is the false prophet. And there's the warning in John chapter 10. that these unauthorized shepherds lie. And what Oakes left out is that they do so to steal, murder, and destroy. They have no interest in taking care of the welfare of the sheep. It is all a trap to get them to drink Kool-Aid, to talk about how they don't need to fear death if they're righteous by paying tithing to the shepherd. Priestcraft. That Jesus will save them with a resurrection when they're dead, so that they can be raptured to the spaceship behind the comet. Don't fear the reaper, little sheep. Don't fear the reaper. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is not taking care of the sheep. That's you. Idaho Chick is the sheep whisperer. Major motion picture. This is their whole intention. This is what Oakes means in his leak. This is not the end of the world. Armageddon, murder, destruction, but merely a test. Well, why didn't you tell the rest of us? Why did you only tell brand new mission presidents who are going to be gone for 3 years? Everything that happened thereafter, Oakes is saying, we caused. The mission presidents, the missionaries who died from creeping death. Oakes says, oh, that's just a test, a trial run. Are you going to pass? If you die and you were righteous, you'll be resurrected. George Floyd's assassination, Minnesota, just a test run. Black Lives Matter protests, just a test run. The tanking of the stock market, just a test run. Tanking of the world economies, just a test run. The government coup, just a test run. Hey, Mitt Romney, you almost died. It was just a test run. I'm gonna hang you next to Mike Pence. Just a test run. And the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints kept it a secret from Mormons. They left you to the slaughter. And everyone knows at least one person who suffered from this test run. They're gone from your life because this was a test run. This is why Sister Jessica is a hero. Because the mission president quoted Oakes and put it in his letter to mission presidents and parents, or stake presidents and parents. And only Sister Jessica posted that letter on her mission website. You need to make a statue in her honor. The goddess Jessica. Pray to her. She is the goddess of leaks and whistleblowing. Major motion picture. Spin-off sequel to Idaho Chick's Sheep Whisperer. I'd watch them. So yes, this leak did not get out publicly until November 2024. Faithful and True Mormon doing YouTube channels, doing YouTube video. Found it. She got back from vacation from the October 2024 General Conference. A month later, found out that Oaks had said in the coming day, Jesus. So went searching the internet, found Sister Jessica. Oh my God, 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 oh my God. We've got a presidential election this year too. So she passed on the information to a guy who also does Faithful and True Mormon channel videos. And Max C., Mormon YouTube employee down in Utah County, said this'll put Travis in his place. And recommended it. Thank you. And punishments ensued on me. All last year for 2025. With the 5 death threats of Oaks. And nothing. What the bleeping hell? I told you what happened. You weren't listening. They failed. It was supposed to happen before Easter. Trump failed. So here we go again. Now that Trump failed, he did it. So now the press is starting to catch on. Pastors going to the Oval Office, praying that their kingdom come, not the Mormons. Remember, Mormons, you're not Christian. They don't accept you. No matter how much you live in your little faith bubble of Christianity, you ain't Christian. You should have done your research rather than praying to get the right feeling. The Word. Yeah, I purposely go running early in the morning when there's less people around not just the pollution being the lowest, is because this morning, this topic that I woke up with had me outwardly yelling at Oaks to hand it over now, you terrorist. You bastard. He is slaughtering Mormons. Military commanders are now war talking about religious Armageddon stuff. And Antifa, the godless heathens, are catching on. It's too late. I've been warning this whole 10 years. You're not listening. Because church shut me up. So you will die. I need to have this visible. Assembling all my proof pictures. Every single picture involving my topics can easily and technically must include Oaks with his leak, with red rum on his forehead, with John chapter 10. Because sure enough, this year, Oaks repeated, now as president, the 5 death threats before Easter. I'm warning, Oaks is murdering. And Mormons want me dead to try to save their lives. Mormons are full-on Kool-Aid addicted. Detoxing will not save Mormons. I've done the church history videos. 4 hours yesterday alone. Dear God. And so in the 4-hour video, if you could have endured to the end, most of you didn't. You will see how my mind works, not just for comic relief. I am able to utilize pop culture with scriptures to warn you. I do the scientific research on everything I do. And Mormons have been groomed to reject and deny the truth. When the church leaders call people the enemy, call people apostates, that then causes Mormons to attack, to hate, to go on the offensive, to destroy, lie, murder, and steal. When it is the living prophets of Jesus who are the wrong shepherd, who are not saving your life. They're setting you up. And this goes all the way back to the beginning, when the Illuminati infiltrated Joseph Smith's church and did their exact same pattern of practice. Infiltrate, rise up in number, rise up in rank, take over leadership, destroy, scatter, rise up with a new world order. It's exactly what Brigham Young did. And I showed you how that worked with Brigham Young after destroying Joseph Smith. That was the 4-hour video. The Illuminati plot upon Joseph Smith. The Book of Mormon warns about it. Joseph Smith warned about it. He knew he was going to die. He's Messiah Ben Joseph. The plan of the Danites leaked as a whistleblower to the governor of Missouri. Thomas B. Marsh warns America. This is a government document that they plan on taking over the United States of America and ultimately the entire world. So, attach Oakes's leak. The great-grandson, or nephew, of that evil man, Martin Harris. Who betrayed Joseph multiple times and ultimately came to this valley with Brigham Young. So, thereafter, in this valley, the Mormons from Europe, human and sex trafficked to this valley with the Perpetual Immigration Fund, were not told specifically in public sermons at conference that they are the enemy and they're plotting to overthrow the government. Nope, that's hidden in the temple endowment of Brigham Young. The plot to overthrow America in the latter days, aka the law of consecration. Now, they are using coded communications. And so, Joseph Fielding Smith Sr. only knows the coded communications. And in the book that got me ultimately sent here, the book that got my mother assassinated by this church, the book that got turned into a Mormon myth, The Gathering at Adam-on-Diamond, by Voice of the Priesthood, page 291 in The Way to Perfection by President Joseph Fielding Smith Sr. This council in the valley of Armageddon is to be of the greatest importance to this world. Well, if you've been paying attention to my videos, Armageddon never existed. Remember the 1835 coup of Joseph Smith and his church? Yeah, Thomas B. Marsh's affidavit exposed all the forged documents that Brigham Young would put into his Doctrine and Covenants. Thomas B. Marsh exposed them, and they still put in forged documents after murdering Joseph Smith. John Taylor and Willard Richards were the only two people in the room when Joseph and Hiram were shot. And everybody missed it. Armageddon is the coded coup of the government that they were running a test run in 1838 in Missouri for. Lying, stealing, murdering, destroying. The Destruction Company. At that time, there will be a transfer of government authority taking over the United States of America and ultimately the entire world. From the usurper and impostor, Lucifer. Christians see Trump as King Cyrus to the Jews. They made a coin. So true. To the rightful King, Jesus Christ. Our Lord will then assume the reins of government. All this is encoded, aka Danites, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, founded by Brigham Young on the 6th of February, 1851, a government document. Never existed before, Mormons. You've been lied to. And so here's the secret combination. Shh. This is why I had to be punished. Activated. Right Strengthening Church Members Committee, who keeps forgetting to warn the prophets of my warning voice. Bye-bye, Monson. I warned you. Didn't the Strengthening Church Members Committee warn you? Oh, bye-bye, Nelson. I warned you in a bread dream, a flood dream, and then a cookie dream. Bye-bye. Didn't the Strengthening Church Members Committee warn you? Oh no, Oaks, it's your turn. And I did it in my 4-hour video yesterday too. I warned you ever since Nelson died. Ever since Holland died. And oh yeah, I warned Holland too. Didn't he know? Wasn't he told? What's going on in the Strengthening Church Members Committee? Are my videos too long? Do you need to hire more people to focus on Travis? Who's dropping the ball? Whose heads need to roll? Heads are gonna roll. There we go. That's what we're listening to today. Whether it's the theme song, I don't know. There will be sheep tonight. It is supposed to be the wedding supper feast of the Lamb. The great barbecue of the sons of Levi. Lamb. That was for you, Stanford. It's what's for dinner. When this gathering is held, the world will not know of it. Oops. Sorry. Did I leak it? It's a good thing YouTube's shutting me up. The members of the church at large will not know of it. Yet it will be preparatory to the coming on the clouds of glory of our Savior Jesus Christ. It's Armageddon with our very special guest, Antichrist. It's time to meet the Mormons. It's time to put things right. Yep. Hollywood and Zion. We've got a whole bunch of stuff for you to watch. Movies, TV shows. We're all set, ready to go, in cabins. Anybody catch that? Anybody following me? Cabins. Brigham Young did cabins. Mormons don't want cabins, I guess. The world cannot know of it. Yeah, no duh. If the world got to vote on whether they wanted the church's kingdom with their death and servitude, they'd say no. If Mormons, who also cannot know of it, were given the choice, yeah, Jesus is a fraud, we're a front criminal operation, the church doesn't even exist. United States shut it down. Government document. We're not legal. And so, do you want to die for suicide Jesus's free atonement that you have to pay back? And you don't catch this? Law of consecration. As Jesus Christ committed suicide, so you too must commit suicide to defend and protect this church. And you didn't catch it, huh? You don't have my special powers of associative memory? You didn't memorize it? Only Mark Skousen, who replaced Daddy Skousen. in the secret combination council for national policy. I do the videos, I've done the research, I've leaked, I've pissed off this church to no end. I am their greatest thorn in their side. Proven myself to be an annoyer and a disturber of Lucifer's kingdom. I will never bow the knee to Lucifer. He is supposed to hand it all over to me. Because that's what Joseph Fielding Smith Sr. is saying. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is Lucifer's doctrine. Thus, followers of Lucifer. Thus, the president is Lucifer. And it just so happens that Nelson was Mars, and that the church is Venus, and Venus's symbol is the inverted pentagram on the doors of the keystones of the Salt Lake Temple, the headquarters temple, with the doctrines of Lucifer taught within. And so after the death of Mars comes number 6 plus 6 plus 6, Oaks. Not a coincidence. And so they are required to hand it over to the man like Moses, the one mighty and strong, the prophet, the seer, who has the gift and powers of seer, prophet, revelator, translator, the Mormon, who has the keys of Moses to lead this church as the true shepherd, whom the false shepherd confused the sheep so that they don't know the voice of the true shepherd. For the great slaughter of Armageddon. So I've been putting the pressure on all this year. Hand it over, Oaks. It does not belong to you. Stop murdering Mormons. And he won't stop. I was horrified yesterday. The Relief Society did their annual celebration of the Relief Society, for which I've pointed out numerous times, Oaks is in denial of the actual document that Joseph Smith said, you have priesthood and you have priesthood office. And Oaks comes out and says, it is not the divine will for women to have the priesthood and office, except in the temple. And I, with my great mercy towards women, I alone was the one responsible for making women equal with men to read from a manual. But a week early? Why is the Relief Society not doing it next Sunday, this coming Sunday, on the 15th? Why? There is no reason, is there, Oaks, why it couldn't have waited until the 15th? Easter is not till April 5th. Why couldn't the Relief Society president do her thing this Sunday rather than yesterday? Could it be because of what's coming this week? The article in the church news yesterday horrified me. The church does not leak the number of men, the number of women, the number of children in the membership numbers. Just the general number for which they no longer announce it at conference. Because of Oaks getting up at the beginning of Nelson saying we're putting a stop to it, along with exposing our financial information. We're keeping it a super sacred secret. Oh, whoops, the whistleblower blew for Ensign Peak Advisors for tithing. Oh, so all of those YouTube videos that didn't even have the Church of Jesus Christ listed as a top 5 or 10 richest religion are now all obsolete. Huh. Priestcraft activate. And so I've been deeply concerned that the church, with their plot, is intentionally going to slaughter Mormon men so that the church can then justify polygamy for the millennium. And I've warned you that they lowered the age to 11-year-old girls. They need to have it justified to deceive and get away with it in the millennium after the mass extermination. I didn't realize that we were well underway without Armageddon. Because in the older singles ward, we are able to know the stats of men versus women locally for the wards, but not for the whole church. And so we were told that there is more inactive single men in the Utah Valley. From the north to the south. That even though we had a dominant overabundance of single women in the older singles ward, and you'd think that that would be paradise for a faithful single Mormon boy. It's hell. Welcome to hell. No leaving. Hell is for Mormons. And so, yeah, it deceived people into believing that there's more men in the church than there are women. But I went to my mission to the New York mission. I finished off in the Bronx. It was a branch because there were not enough elders to form a ward. That's why I was specifically sent there with McFarland to get the membership records so that we can know the numbers, to see if it can be turned into a ward. And nope. The Relief Society was able to get up and running because of our work. But after I left, I would find out that they were forced to split it into 2 branches. They needed more men. They just couldn't get it. They even were told as missionaries, focus on getting men converted so we can turn it into a ward. Nope. Failed. 200 baptisms per missionary couple per month, and they still couldn't do it. It means they were converting mostly women. All women in the Bronx. Women in New York, New York dominates the population of the wards and the branches. And so, you probably only know it as the North and South New York, New York missions. I was asked that. I said, I went to the New York, New York mission. Oh, which one, North or South? Isn't that sweet? They think I'm that young. Just see these gray hairs. See, my mom went to the exact same mission. But she was stationed up in Canada. That was because it was the Eastern States mission that included Canada. You need to know when things changed. My mom used flannel board. She tells the story of how she was almost raped until they saw her underwear. And then they ran away. The underwear saved her life. It was a shield of protection to her against our adversary until she had finished her mission. See, I didn't know it as a kid. I didn't go through the Los Angeles Temple on May 6th yet. Nope. No clue. So true. Oh, dear God. So, yes. The Council for National Policy was founded by the Left Behind guy. So, yes, I am inspired with what I watch. And the songs, I get an idea for a song for the theme song in the description below, and oh, wouldn't you know it, perfect. See, all hell's breaking loose here in Utah. Dear God. Last year, oh my hell. I mean, everything was going on right here in my neighborhood. The storage unit apartment thing blew up. Caught on fire. The homeless. The gas station and way down at the corner blew up. They still never figured out how it blew. They knew it was the homeless, but they don't know how it blew up. There was no fire. It just blew. And they're setting it up. I think it's even up and running again. They never fixed the problem. And it's back up and running. I am never setting foot in there. Just around the corner at another gas station, a vehicle was trying to escape the cops and ran into the gas pumps. There's another incident the other direction, which had a whole swarm of cops blocking off the road. One of the local news still has on YouTube the several hours of streaming footage. The police chase at the airport. Dear God, this place is criminal central. Reporting from the front lines. And I'm being shut up. Shut up, Travis. Shut up. Dear God. And yeah, the cops entering into the premises. Dear God. And then the surrounding premises. Yeah. Oh my hell. And then the ambulances across the street at the old folks' places. Oh God. All because of Oaks. They're purposely causing all of the problems. I've made the connection. Posted all the criminal activities from the laws of the land. And how the church is violating all laws. I've told you, I've made the connection. I never understood. Why are they following the villains of the Book of Mormon? This is weird. Yeah. Every single villain. I challenge you, Mormons. Study your Book of Mormon, the words. Go over, write down on your journal all of the actions and beliefs of the villains of the Book of Mormon. And now go through all of the talks of the living prophets of Jesus. And you could probably just stick with Nelson into Oaks. To make it easier for you. And lo and behold, wow. Wow. Crap, Travis was right. We should have listened to him. He was trying to save our lives. And we murdered him instead. Oops, our bad. You have to forgive us now, or the greater sin's on you. I don't see any restitution. Bleep you. Well, 8 million Mormon women in Relief Society. That horrified me. Yeah, that was a twist of plot, wasn't it? 8 million Mormon women. And it's more than that. Over 8 million Mormon women. From the church's website. They never leak this information, and they leaked it last night. 8 million Mormon women. Leaving, if we were to round up rather than round down, because I've done the reporting, we're losing Mormons in the Armageddon war. And there are more to be lost. But the stats for the end of 2025, when they come out at the end of, all mankind will be exterminated so that there won't be a conference. See that? Armageddon cancels April 2026 General Conference. Gotta add that to the list. Where are you? Piles everywhere, piles. Armageddon cancels April 26 Gen Con. You gonna mess with me again, YouTube? See, they think they've shut me down. But when conference gets closer, breakouts. How do we stop it? We can't. It's too late. You should have learned. I knew about this because I've been doing it. It was, I think, 2021 when I started it. My predictions for conference. And so, instead of 17 million, we'll be generous and say 18 million for this 2025 membership, which means only 10 million are left. Oh, wow, 10 million men. Wow, yeah, that's more than 8 million. So, yeah, there's more men in the church than there are women. Please tell me you're not that stupid. Won't somebody think of the children? And the church has been cheating on the membership numbers by using born of record to count as members, not baptism. They made that change about a decade ago. Oh my God. So yes, all members of children and men in the 10 million. And so yes, you can't just split it in half and say 5 million men. Because the children outnumber both the men and the women. Or should. And so, yeah, we're looking at least 8 million children. which only leaves 2 million for men. But maybe with a massive number of single women who've never had a child, maybe that's what the church is exposing. Because Oaks is getting pretty pissed with all the high number of singles who are not breeding as little girls. And you missed that? I did a pretty little video clip of it from his words. They lowered the age to 11, remember? They changed the law of chastity to polygamy. Remember? Polygamy is for the millennium. Remember? Test run 2020, the very next year. Remember? Do you not see the bigger picture? Got Mr. Adam on Diamond channel who's not catching on. So we're looking at a mass disaster. So the church can justify raping women after Armageddon. So, in happier news, Norway got bombed. Yep, Iran included Norway into the World War III. And the world still, Antifa press is now starting to think that it's evangelicals that are causing Armageddon for Left Behind. They have no clue. They are left behind on the bigger picture because they're not doing their investigative research as a journalist. The church is behind the secret combination who's cooing the world. Oh, dear God. Before Easter, I was going to do a countdown, but then Trump caused Armageddon. Oh, the very next day, huh, after I do my video. Okay. All right, whatever. Okay, we did that picture. So I've got 3 pictures. I'm not sure which one will be the thumbnail picture. Most likely the Trump getting preyed upon. Because that one's funny. That could be our theme song in the description below. Enter night. So, KUTV2. What the bleeping hell? Or was it KSL? I think it was KUTV2. One of those two. Maybe it was Fox 13. I didn't write it down. Crap. So the title of the video, because that's what I watch. I don't listen to all the videos. There's no way I could. It takes me upwards of 2 hours to go through the full news, to pick out the news from all the crap. Confession may play key role in case. Does nobody know how to prosecute a case here in Utah? This is about the guy who murdered the 3 Mormon women. Said they needed to be murdered. Had to be done. Confession. He confessed to doing it. And so, there will come a time where he'll be presented in court, and unless psychology tampers with it, Sarah, what the bleeping hell? I'm already worried for you. Among the biker gangs and the murderers of virgin Mormon girls. And now you're talking to Nazi psychologists who are murdering Mormons? Using the Nazi tactics of gassing? And there you are interviewing them? Sarah, I just wanted to take you camping. So yes, unless they tamper with it and say he's mentally retarded, we'll take care of him. We need the money for a trip to Tahiti when Armageddon hits. So we can flee the country. We want to be a part of the $1 million from taxpayer money. But if he does get to go to trial, or at least the hearings, where he has to say what he pleads, see, both Tyler Robinson and this guy may have an opportunity to plead. Me? Bleep you, Travis. How dare you be a translator? How dare you file a petition for a redress of grievances in the state of Utah against the church? Activate! If they say that they plead guilty, because if you've been watching Idaho news, Idaho criminals have been pleading guilty. The case is closed. The judge then says, okay, we'll schedule a sentencing hearing. That's it. You're done. They pled guilty. So the judge now gets to determine the punishment at the sentencing. So it doesn't matter about the case anymore. And why the news couldn't figure this out baffles the minds. Now, if he attempts to say not guilty, well, then, oops, yeah, you can now use his confession in the case. He confessed, Your Honor. Case closed. We've connected all the evidence to him. He confessed. Case closed. And so for his defense counsel to fool around, hoping that they too can get a $1 million signing bonus, just like the counsel for Tyler Robinson. Oh, we better make it two. The Utah Con. Yeah, we can do the work for this amount. Oh, yeah, that low. Yeah, sure, easily. Oh, we're almost finished, but we're out of money. We can't finish unless you give us more. Even the church got on this. Oh, we can't finish the temple unless you give us more money. We're out. You want the temple finished, don't you? Yeah, it was supposed to be done before April conference 2024. Oops. Yeah, we underestimated. Sorry. Please don't have Jesus smite us. But yeah, this exposes the corruption in Utah of cops just locking people up and forcing confessions. You got it. You got it for this one. Not for Tyler Robinson. Not for me. And so now they don't know how to do their job because they didn't do their job right in the first place. So, Trump is now going to missile bomb America again. Back in Trump 1.0, he was going to nuke us for insurrection. He was told, no, you can't do that, Trump. But little rocket man gets to make rockets. I want more missiles. I want to use them on the people. They're being mean to me. And so, yep, he's back again, dropping the bombs on sanctuary cities, on sanctuary states. But he's doing it under the guise of cartels. Yeah, how did that work from 2025 going after the illegals? The majority of those illegals were American citizens who committed no crime. The high majority. And so yes, for Trump to say he's now going to bomb people, but oh, it's just the cartels, we promise. Yeah, he's going to bomb America. It's coming. He threw it out. And so if Iran can't get going any faster, yeah, they've got a new son in charge now in Iran. Trump is getting worse with his sickness. People have now found that he's got it on his neck, not just on the hand, not just on the cankles. It's getting worse. It's spreading. He does not have much time left. So yes, for him to now say he's going to bomb America, people need to fear and tremble. He's not the legitimate president, remember? AI projections. Right, YouTube? So Kansas City Airport had a threat, kicked everybody out. I don't know what happened. I didn't report that. I clicked on the video for that one, and all it was just people walking out calmly from the airport, waiting outside. So what's the threat? And oh yeah, I wrote this down before Idaho chick finally got around to commenting, responding to my emails. I thought she was dead. There was a accident up in Idaho in which a man and a child has died in a car accident. The woman survived, and another child survived. And so I was freaking out. Hadn't heard from Idaho chick all weekend. I was getting concerned. And then I find out, oh crap, an Idaho couple. And it wasn't, they weren't saying they were a couple. So it was weird. And so I was freaking out. And then Idaho chick finally responds, yeah, I took a nap. What? took a nap and I was stressed you were dead? Because she was having some issues she had to deal with of severe nature back on Friday. And so all weekend, she goes dark. See, I catch these with people I associate with. I see your patterns. I see your behavioral patterns, not just your action patterns. I am learning about you. And it scares women in dating relationships. Oh no, he's wanting to get to know the real me. I don't want to date you anymore. Why? I love you. Marry me. And so yeah, I know when something's wrong. Once I start to get involved in your life, that you allow me to. And so with the guy that's been with me before I changed my YouTube theme to "You're all gonna die," church is gonna murder you. There was one years back, where I didn't hear him for way too long, out of the normal. And so, yes, my spidey senses were tingling, so I sent him an email. Is everything okay? Haven't heard from you in a while. His dog died. He was in mourning. So yeah, I'm well aware of people. I know when something is wrong. I know when things are going well. So, but it's up to people as to what they want to share with me. They have their own lives to live. I am the third wheel. And it sucks to be me. Because no woman is making a sacrifice. Well, if you're right, Travis, I can be sealed to an old, creepy, living prophet of Jesus in the coming days. Hopefully I'll be the number 2 wife. But I'll settle for number 563. Bleeping hell! I'm right here! Season 3 ended perfectly this time. Perfectly. Because if Armageddon happens, and it looks like it will, there will be no season 4 of Strange New Worlds for Star Trek. And so I was concerned about this as we're getting closer to the end of the season. We see the dancing Spock, the chick flick episode. Then he saves her. And then, yeah, we're getting near the end, and the season finale, they start previously, they remind us that Captain Pike is gonna die, be put into that little robotic device for the rest of his life because of the attack that's coming. He sees the future. And so we know the other Star Wars series that talk about it. We know it's coming. And so I was like, are they going to show it? Is this going to show it? Or are they going to leave us hanging and we have to wait until the next season, which will never come? And instead, spoiler alert, they ended it perfectly. I was bawling at the end. How could you do this to me. No. And so if you haven't seen it and you're wondering what I'm talking about, it's the same thing in 24. With the one blonde that reminded me of Kimberly. No! So yeah, it wasn't original, but still had me bawling. So yeah, get out of here. Quit polluting my window in my apartment. That's another vehicle. So no gas today. For the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.